You probably know that in order to manifest, you also have to surrender and let go of your desires. Really be unattached to any outcome. And you're probably also realizing that it's easier said than done, right? So it's very easy to be too attached to your desires, and it's actually getting in the way, and that actually causes you to get in your own way of actually manifesting the things that you want. So in this video, I want to share with you a powerful light code activation to really help you surrender, let go of any attachments, to really open yourself up to receiving your heart's desires without having to try to make it happen and getting in your own way, but to really just surrender, trust it's coming, and allow it to unfold. So stay tuned. Hello there, beautiful soul. Welcome back to another video. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. So excited and grateful that you're here. And my name is Kay Sanders, and this channel is all about helping awakening souls on their spiritual awakening journey so they can really awaken to their power within and create a life of more success, abundance, and freedom, all while living a life on purpose. And if you haven't done so already, I want to extend an invitation. Please be sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new content. So in order to manifest, you have got to learn how to surrender and let go, because that is really the key to manifesting. But it's also the most challenging part, because in order to surrender and let go, well, you have to trust in the invisible, right? You have to trust that it's on its way, that it's coming. And oftentimes that is so hard because, well, if you want something, you want it now. You don't want to have to wait for however long to get it, right? Especially if it's something that you need. But you see, the thing is, oftentimes you may be too attached to the things that you actually want, that can then cause you to resist, to get in your own way. That also then limits you from actually getting it, or you're kind of getting in your own way in a way as well. And it actually can also stop your desire from coming, because if you're too attached to the outcome, you put a need to it. You attach a need to your desires, to it. And whenever you are in need, you are in lack, and that basically stops everything in the tracks, right? So it's going to make it very, very hard for you to manifest the things that you want. And even if it's not a need, but let's say you really want something so badly. Let's say you would love to have a loving relationship, or you would love to go on a vacation, or anything like that. And there's still that, I want this so bad, but I don't have that yet. Right? That too puts somewhat of a negative attachment to it as well. And even if you are very attached to just you wanting it in a specific way, that actually limits the universe from actually giving you this or something even better. And another thing that usually happens is, as let's say you're trusting, let's say you're going about it and you're doing your things, you're doing what you know you need to be doing, or you're really taking those soul-inspired steps, you're even trusting and believing, but then it's like the impatience kind of comes in too. Like, you're like, when is it finally going to happen? I mean, I've been doing this on a daily basis. It's not coming, right? So all of that can really make it very hard for you to just surrender, let go, detach from any outcome, and just trust it's coming. Now, I also have a video where I go a little bit more into details into a little process, in some tips on how you can surrender with more ease. I put the link in the description below. Feel free to check it out if that's of interest to you. But in this video, I really want to share with you the light code activation to really help you surrender and let go, to remove that negative charge around any desires, like any of the attachments that you might have, so you can really ease into this, so you can really surrender and let go, so you can allow yourself to receive whatever it is that you want. So without further ado, let's move into the light language. If you can please put both feet on the ground, really get centered, take a deep breath in and really breathe in light and love. And as you're breathing out, just release anything that doesn't need to be here. Any doubts, any worry, any fear, any of that stuff. Just release it and let it go. And take another deep breath in. And when you breathe in, just drop into your heart. And when you breathe out, just close your eyes. Now here, what I want to invite you to do is really open yourself up to receiving this light code activation, because it is to your highest and greatest good. And you may also call upon your higher self, your soul, to step forward to assist you in this healing and releasing and activation. Now, if there's anything in particular that you know of where you're really attached to, that you haven't really been able to surrender into, you may put your attention onto this as I then, share this light code activation, or you can just simply be open to receiving whatever is to your highest and greatest good, because it will go wherever it needs to go. This activation will help you with whatever is to your highest and greatest good at this time. But now I'm just going to call forth the highest and best, most loving guides, archangels, ascended masters, beings of the light, and even the abundance angels to please step forward and connect with us now. Please uplift us into a higher level frequency so we may open ourselves up to receiving this activation as it is to our highest and greatest good. And we ask for divine assistance, and please releasing any and all fears, doubts, or limited thinking about our ability to manifest our heart's desires. Please cut any and all cords to past experiences, even past lives where things didn't work out, where we didn't get what we want, where we may even experienced failure and disappointments, even hurt as well. And help us release any and all attachments to our desires. Please infuse a sense of trust and inner knowing and certainty that we can and that we will have our desires, this or something better. Please heal our heart from any past disappointments, fears, or old programmings that are simply no longer serving us, where we may felt not deserving, not worthy, or ready of having all that we want or something even better. And please allow us to find the strength within to truly surrender, to allow, to detach from any outcome, but always be open for this or something better. And so it is. Ul anurach ta'ach. Tu ukurach neliket es turaan ai tu urach. Nu ulan ai hest urach ta'a. Tun alach teleket ur anna atena a. Nu urachalena es tu shtana. Nu ula ane hest uran alena ach. Nu ulakte en nu urach te elura anna te estu. Nu ulahane lakat ai tu urachata. Tu urachata la ahe tu unahate e. Nu urahanakat e nu ura lena achte e. Now imagine you're tapping into the field of infinite possibilities. This open space where you can reach as far to your left and right, or to the back and the front, as far as you can even see, and even farther. Because there's unlimited space, just as there are unlimited opportunities for you to have exactly what you want, and even better, even things that you have not allowed yourself to even dream of, things that you can't even yet think of because it is outside of your reach. Tap into this field and this energy of infinite possibilities. Kuura anna halekte elu ura atelekte e ust ara hatekte ura ata en ura. Nu ulahanna alen urana kate e tu ura ta ashta aha. Tu urahana lekte elu urahana kate a e tu ura. You may envision in front of your mind's eye opportunities just popping up just for a second. Allow yourself to see all these many infinite possibilities just popping into your awareness. You may even see some, or you may even not. You may just have an awareness of all of these infinite possibilities. Urakate elahate enu urahate elura ata ahetu uraha. Nu lakate alakate enu urahna est urahana aetu urata en urahata ahe. Tuku urahana kate elu kuraist anakate elu uratkate e urahta aha. Nu ura anakalakate an urana kate e ulan est urahana. Now you may bring up into your mental mind a vision of what you truly desire at this moment and moving forward. Bring it up and allow yourself to see it as clear as if you were actually seeing it within your life. See it as clear as it is already there, as it has already happened, as you're already experiencing it, as it is of truth already, your reality. See it as clear as possible. Now let it unfold into a more beautiful vision, expanding, growing. Growing into something even better than you have yet imagined for yourself. Now bring in this vision, the feeling that this vision brought up within you. Bring it into your heart. Allow it to anchor therein, within your heart. Nula anna hate kede una atet kede it ura anna hate ehe. Nura anna hal ahi to ura hata. Connect yourself deeply with this vision. But then you may take it and imagine it, putting it into a ball of light. Putting it into this ball of light and letting it ascend into the white light. Handing it over, your wish, your desire, to the universe. Handing it over for safekeeping. For turning it over so this divine plan may unfold for you. Nula Allah hela inura anahate est urahata. Surun al ena est urakte elachne te uhuta. Tukrunak ane ehe una astaha. Now we activate within you now a sense of trust, a sense of knowing that this vision of yours, the vision you just handed over to the universe, that it will unfold in just that way or something even better when the time is right, when you are ready to receive this vision, this new life, this new reality, whenever you are ready to step into it. Indeed, you may wish to have this right now, but there are still other pieces that must fall in place first. But we activate within you a sense of trust, a sense of knowing, a sense of believing that this or something better will be in your near future, or in the future whenever you are ready to welcome it in. Nul anna hanne est usta. Ashta enna achne elun achne et ura ata. Nuna hanne entuna annenakte est urana a estu. Lachne nunanne estu urachta. Now you may bring up a clear screen before your mental eye, your mental mind. And on this screen, allow your soul to show you what next best steps to take that are in alignment with this vision that you have just surrendered. Indeed, that is what you just did. You surrendered your vision, your desires to the universe, into the field of infinite possibilities. Now the next step for you is to take aligned, soul-inspired steps on a daily basis. Allow your soul to show you right now and later and tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that what next best steps for you to take that will allow you to co-create this vision that you have just surrendered. Only when you take those soul-inspired steps in alignment with the desire and surrendering that desire, but always staying in the energy of surrendered, trusting, knowing, and soul alignment. That's, beloved soul, will assist you in co-creating as the universe, the field of infinite possibilities, will assist you through insights, through guidance, through inspiration about the steps that you're meant to take that are in alignment with you creating that vision of yours that you have just surrendered. Now you may place both hands over your heart and let yourself sink within to your heart center. Let it click into place, anchored within your heart center. You may take a deep breath in now and anchor in what you have just been given. Anchor it into your being and release any doubt, any fear, any worry. Surrender to your inner knowing. Surrender to your higher guidance. Surrender to your soul's guidance. You have just surrendered your desires, surrendered into the field of infinite possibilities. Now your soul knows the next step. Connect deeply within your heart center, and allow your soul to guide your every step. And so it is, and it is done. Now you may take another deep breath in and anchor in this energy. And whenever you're ready, you may open up your eyes again and come back into the here and now. And I hope you enjoyed this activation. I hope you were able to really surrender your desires. Now, whenever you can see something as clearly as if it's really real, and even if it's not that intense, but if you can see it within your mind's eye, then it is a possibility. You can always do this, redo this again, to release your desires into the field of infinite possibilities. Whatever you can see within your mind's eye, like I just said, it is a possibility. Now, as you grow, as you evolve, your desires may change. But knowing that if you can see it within your mind's eye, it is possible. Maybe you can find strength within that knowing that it is possible for you, and then maybe that will make it easier for you to surrender and let go. But the big key here is really that soul alignment. You know where you want to go. You know what you want to achieve. You know what you want to attract or manifest or create in your life and experience. Then the next step is really just tune in on a daily basis to see what steps can you take that will lead you forward. What soul-inspired and aligned steps can help you move forward. And like I said, check out that video about where I share with you some tips about how to really surrender and really allow yourself to receive what you want. Like I said, the link is in the description below, where I share with you a little bit more in detail about how to really go about it. But whenever you're feeling stuck, whenever you're feeling, you're too attached to your outcome again, when you're attached to your desires. Come back to this video, re-listen to this to really surrender your desires. The more you can surrender and let go and really detach from the outcome, the easier it will be for you, and the quicker you will actually be able to manifest this or something better. So really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, maybe even leave a comment below. Let me know, what did you experience? Were you able to really surrender your desires? Or did you notice that maybe some resistance came up? Let me know in the description below. I would love to know. And also maybe share this video with someone that you think could benefit from listening to this as well. Maybe someone that you know that really would like to manifest something, but there's just like they're banging their head against the wall. Share this video with them. I'm pretty sure they would be very grateful for that. But here you go, you have this beautiful activation. Like I said, I hope you liked it. Be sure to check out this next video about the little tips about how to really surrender. I think it's going to give you some insights into how to do this even better. But thanks so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make it an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.